Ocotillo cactus in the pinon pines came a dude of an hombre with dreadlocks hanging down, red bloodshot rolling eyes, and smoke coming out of his ears. He had on a beaver skin hat, leopard skin vest, lizard skin boots, and bear skin chaps. He had endangered species all over his body. He took one look at me and fell face down in the campfire, sucked up all the flames, blew out a smoke ring, spit out a live coal, looked up and said, "Oh, what are you boys? The hippies?" Spit out a live coal. Howdy. We're vegetarians. Veggie what? He said. Now you boys climb out of that campfire and come with me. I'm going to teach you about the true spiritual sport. You're going to fly with the free Mexican Air Force. Well, when he said spiritual sport, sure enough, we climbed out of that campfire and went on back into our LL Bean catalog tent. We pulled on our cotton drawstring mail-order yoke trousers with the extra clap. Slipped into a comfortable pair of them wooden sandals with the red rubber spikes. Come up from the bottom of your feet. Keep your chi moving like Elvis. We were ready for the spiritual sport. So we followed this dude whose name was Beauregard Hooligan out across the bean field to an old B-25 that was sitting there in the midnight moonlight, and we climbed aboard, and he motioned me forward into the co-pilot seat, and I felt proud. And then he whistled. Somebody whistled. I'm a little dry. And he whistled, and out from in between the Ocotillo cactus and the pinon pines came a bunch of dudes in pajamas and sombreros, and they come running up to the B-25, and they pulled the blocks out from behind the wheels, and we started rolling down across the bean field. As we got to the end of the bean field, I noticed a dark chasm looming ahead. As the engines weren't running, I turned to Beauregard and I said, "Oh, Bowe?" I called him Bowe. "This thing fly?" "What are you, boy? Superstitious?" Well, I caught his drift as we went over the cliff. At the end of the bean field, plummeting down through the void. Not a sound of technology to disturb the ecology. I turned to Beauregard to express my appreciation for the Zen-like quality of this moment. He just smiled and he said unto me, "Dude, you drive." I grabbed hold of the little wheel and I pulled back, and a miracle occurred. The right prop kicked in, we spiraled upwards, we were airborne, flying upside down over the border, just below the radar and just above Paraguay, into the beautiful land of Mexico. That's when the song came to my mind. Thank you. Those are my words exactly. In the Morelos Mountains, campesinos are planting their fields, where the ghost of Zapata rides a horse that can still outrun the wheel. High in the sky above the clear outside is the free Mexican Air Force. horse flying tonight. Well, there in Kentucky, a cowgirl is cooling her heels, remembering that God gave us herbs and the fruits of the field. But a criminal law that makes outlaws of those seeking life make the free Mexican Air Force Mescalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight, flying so high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How strange and innocent herb causes money to burn. They'll jail you or kill you for making those rich fat cats squirm. But nothing can stop us, my vision is clearly in sight. And the free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. While we smoking colitas, federales are loading their guns, blowing smoke from their six-shooters, spinning their barrels for fun. Contrabandistas, banditos of life, we're the free Mexican Air Force and we're flying tonight. And high in the hills we are harvesting sweet sensimilla. The law wants it all cause they think the wild we can free us. Freedom for us is a prison for the rulers of might. That's why the free Mexican Air Force Mescalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. Everybody flying so high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Flying tonight. Okay.
Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, where you at?
Yeah, Kevin and your wrestling boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas put enough fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. I'm the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out man, yeah, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandals. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Hello, everyone. That's my boy 150 there. A little something from the background here. A little wind it down a little bit. Friday evening. A good evening, Friday evening. A little water. A lot of water. Keep those organs hydrated, man. Hey, Bruce Gas. Thank you all for stopping in here, man. Friday the 13th. Woo. I tell you, Bruce Gas, he was born under a bad sign. He had a couple of black cats cross his path this morning, and he stepped on a crack and broke his mama's back. So Friday the 13th means nothing to anybody really, but it's Friday the 13th, man. A few more hours over here in New England. That's Friday the 13th. I got something called Pops Tops I'm toking on right now. Very, very nice indica. A little hybrid in there. A little bit of sativa. But very, very nice stuff here. And being the card-carrying marijuana patient for the state of Rhode Island, I can smoke it here without any worries. And we're gonna talk some boxing, of course. What else, man? I did a little poll the other day, because I got my 500 subs, which I want to thank you all, man, from the bottom of my heart for getting me to that 500 subs, man. And what I can do is I can put out a community page. So I put out a poll. I asked what people wanted me to do. I mean, what they'd like to see me do. Excuse me. The Toka 2 finest way to smoke grass that I know of. And you gotta have some fine grass if you got the Toka 2. And believe me, man, Bruce Gas, he's got a nice little bud that he's puffing on right here, man. That's a Pops Tops. A lot of orange in there and a lot of green, and nice and relaxing for this Friday evening here, man. We got a hell of a day boxing tomorrow. In fact, let me shout out people that came in here, man, because I like to be shouted out when I go around and hang around with the family, man. And you know what I do, bro. If they don't give me a shout out, I don't give them a thumbs up. But hey, that's just my petty self. So, but anyway, man, who came in here? Soup Like Me. Salute, Swoop Like Me. I'm glad you came in, man. I'm glad you came in, my sister. We love seeing you here. L-Dub, my brother. Salute to you, man. You had a great show, bro. I always learn so much when I go to your show, bro. You are a truly gifted boxing fan and a boxing reporter. Tone Malone. Salute, my brother. Thank you for coming by, man. Peace. El Chino Boxing. Salute, my brother. El Chino. I'm so bad with pronunciations. How about I call you A-Rod? Salute, my brother. Thank you for coming by, man. The healer, mind, body coach, the mind, body, and coach, man. Focus ball, my brother. I'm puffing on some weed over here, man. I'm gonna share my memories of Riddick Bowe. We're gonna talk a little bit about the current boxing, because we got some. Tomorrow is we're going 20 years down the road, and we're going in the past. We're going in the future. We got a lot of boxing this weekend. We got some great, highly anticipated fights, man, that I'm looking forward to. And we got them starting at around noontime, man. We're gonna see Floyd tomorrow. We can go to England and see Tony Yoka, and man, it's a good day to be a boxing fan. A great day to be alive, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you to boxing gods, man. They're smiling upon us. They're overlapping that evening card. I hate when they do that, man. That really bugs me. L-Dub's got this mind where he can watch 3 or 4 fights at the same time, and he'll come back and he'll tell you just what happened in those fights, man. Simpletons like myself, we have that tunnel vision. Anyway, I digress. Let me make sure I get. Oh, Carl, my brother, Carl Hunter, the Crocodile Hunter Hansen. That's a mouthful, man. Australia. Salute, brother. Carl, I hope your daughter's doing well. Carl just had a baby. She was born prematurely. She's out of the hospital, from what I understand, man. Doing well, man. Shout out to Carl Hansen, man. Shout out to you, brother. Musically Zone talks boxing, my man. Shout out to you, bro. The Candle Man, great scented candles, man. Really, I would call that aromatherapy. Thank you so much, my brother, for that sample you gave me, man. Great stuff, man. Anybody wants a candle, man, check out Musically Zone Talks Boxing. And man, I come from the old days. We used to sit around a table with a candle and burn one every night, man. Candles were big sand candles. I don't know if any of you guys remember those. They like dig a hole in the sand and put wax in it. Anyway, man, candles takes me back. D-Ray, my brother. D-Ray Promotions, man. My man D-Ray. Thanks, bros. Thanks for coming in. Jay Gibson, man. Shout out to you, brother. Roger, salute, my man. Thank you for coming by, bro. And Flawless Mark, salute to you, man. Let me make sure my family here has got their shield, so nobody blasts them in here, because this is I call this the everybody's welcome in here, everybody's opinions, everybody's ideas, a free speech, man. I'm not gonna blast people out for speaking their mind. You keep it nice, respectfully nice. And man, I don't care if you're a fan of Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko. It doesn't matter. It's boxing, man. Boxing. My boy Black and Brown, he was talking about that today. He's a fence rider. I'm a fence rider too, because I look at both sides. I form my own opinions, and at the end of the day, I don't care who wins. I just want to be entertained, and I love boxing. And tomorrow, Charlo and Castano, they fought a great fight a year ago. A rematch now. Charlo looked like the Incredible Hulk at the weigh-in, man. He was huge. It looked like a middleweight next to a welterweight. It was, the discrepancy was that big. But we'll see tomorrow in the ring, man. Rehydrations and all this crazy shit that goes with boxing. I'm looking forward to a great fight, though, man. It could go either way. I think Charlo's got more skills. I think if he improves his game plan, if he uses angles, doesn't trade on the ropes, and Castano, that's his thing, man. He's one of those hard ass Argentine fighters in the mold of Carlos Monzon, Hugo Coro. I mean, they put their head on your chest and they just pound your ribs. And man, if Charlo lets him do that, it might be a fight for the Argentinians, man. It might be a Castano fight, and it could go either way, man. And I don't care who wins it. I want to see a great fight, man. I'm gonna probably have to stay awake a little late for that one. Mahogany Roots and MJ, shout out, sister. Peace to you. Yeah, Boots and Clayton's another one, man. I talked to, you guys know I talked to a lot of boxers from the past. And I say the past, shit, I'm older than half of these fucking guys are. Not a problem, my brother. Your family over here, man. Derek Clark, man. Salute to you, Derek. Thanks for swinging by, man. Friday evening, and we're just hanging and banging over here, man. I'm gonna talk about Riddick Bowe in a little bit, man. Riddick Bowe, that's a fighter that I'm older than Riddick Bowe. Jay Gibson, my bro. Salute, bro. Salute. And I watched Riddick Bowe. I watched him in the amateurs in Seoul, Korea in 1988. The same amateur that Roy Jones was in. And he got beat by Lennox Lewis in the finals, man. He was a silver medalist. And I knew he was gonna be. I knew big things. He was just a big man. It's like 6'4". I don't know the exact height, because I'm not a guy who follows height, reach, and all that stuff. But he was a big guy. He was light on his feet. He had studied Muhammad Ali. He had that Greg Page where Greg Page, Ali, very Kwee. Shout out Kwee. Thanks for coming by. He had he had that lankiness in the ring, very elusive, and he had a jab, and he hurt you when he punched you. He had pop in his punches. 6'5", big man. Big man. And I believe he was around the 230 range, 235, an in shape Bowe. That was his problem. You know, Riddick Bowe, he got his silk pajamas real early on. And but before that, man, Riddick Bowe was something to see. His first fight with Evander Holyfield. Whoo! You know what? Why don't I pull that up in the background here, man? While we're doing nothing, because this was fight of the year in 91, 92. Dates and me. Excuse me. Let me relax a bit here. We're gonna pull that fight up. We'll talk about it. Let's see how my technical skills are here. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go to. Let me see. I'm affected with cataracts, so I need my glasses to see far away. When I see closely, I have to take them off. Weird this getting old stuff. But let's pull up this fight here, man. I said Bowe and Holyfield. Bowe Holyfield won. Yeah, there it is. We make it big. We play share screen over here. We add it to the stream. And we have we'll go back and check this fight out, man. This was it was an amazing fight. You know, Riddick Bowe, he fought all the usuals, man. And I wish I could I wish I could look at my box rec and check out the early fights. I saw them all, man. And the names escaped me, but it was all tough journeymen, man. He didn't get any passes. He had Big Papa Smurf training him, Eddie Futch, and I mean he learned the basics from the old school way. And man, he took on a lot of former champions when he was coming up. Destroyed them. I mean, these guys were past their prime. Michael Dokes, 10 years past his prime. Pinklin Thomas. But I mean, Riddick Bowe had no problem with him, man. No problem at all. I remember a fight that he fought with this guy named Elijah Tillery, and they started kicking each other in the fight. Man, it was weird. It was a 1-round disqualification. Riddick Bowe's manager, Rock Newman. You'll see him in the ring, I'm sure, man. He was a loudmouth. You don't see him in boxing anymore. He was interesting at the time for the fight game, and he was really rambunctious and loud. And Evander Holyfield, man, Evander Holyfield was considered washed up here, man. He was the champion. I'm sorry, man. I'm thinking of the second and third fight. This fight here, man, this was the Evander Holyfield was the champion. Riddick Bowe, undefeated challenger. And you got to remember, Riddick Bowe, he only lost once in his career. Rajay, what's Riddick Bowe's record? He's something like 37 and 1. I mean, the dude just didn't get beat in the ring. And this fight, like I said, fight of the year. Evander Holyfield was defending his title. It was an amazing fight. Riddick Bowe was truly at the top of his game. I mean, look at him. He's slim. He's on his toes. And these guys, they didn't play nice, man. Evander Holyfield, when he got in the ring, he was a killer. So was Riddick Bowe. That was the thing about these guys, man. when they hurt you, they swooped in for the kill. That's how you can tell an extraordinary fighter from an also ring. He's got that killer instinct, and it's funny because every once in a while I get lucky. BDA, salute my bra, salute man. Make sure you're tooled up over here, bro. Yeah, you are. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming by. I'm talking about my one of the cats I grew up really digging on. I'm gonna say grow up because I was older than he was, man. I was working in a bar watching him in the Olympics, man. Watching him fight Lennox Lewis, and like I said, man, he was a guy who came out of there with silver, and right away he was dubbed he was dubbed this, he was destined. DP Rocker, Geo James, man, salute. And Riddick Bowe, he really liked the sweet life after he won the title. But wait a minute, I was talking about Elijah Tillery, man. Ben Israel, salute, brother, salute. I'm making sure all my cats in here are tooled up. So I can't give you anything else, man. You can give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. I hate to keep saying it, but I look at my videos I put out, man. I mean, I've had some of them that got one of them that got 2,000 hits, and I had only like 20 likes. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Don't they like me? They view me, and it's cool, man. But I don't know what it's all about. I think it kind of algorithms get you seen in different places. Get you more visibility. I like visibility. That's kind of cool, right? We're doing this to share it with our family and our friends. I do it by myself. I didn't even plan this tonight, man. I swear to you, bro. I was sitting here and I just kind of I was watching a little bit of Riddick Bowe, and I'm saying, man, what a tough son of a bitch he was, man. What a tough son of a bitch. And anyway, when he fought Elijah Tillery, he won by disqualifications. I thought it should have been a double disqualification. So I was watching the fight. I think it was on Tuesday Night Fights. And his manager, Rock Newman, he grabbed Elijah Tillery right over the top rope. It was like something out of the WWE. Immediate disqualification. Riddick Bowe was kicking. I mean, they were both kicking each other. It was crazy. Very unprofessional. McSmith, salute, brother. Salute. And then they had the rematch, and Riddick Bowe made short work out of him, man. Riddick Bowe, he destroyed him in the rematch. Tillery was talking big, He fouled me, he cheated me, he robbed me of my glory, blah 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 blah. And not Riddick Bowe shown. I don't know if I'd put him in the top 10 of all time. There was a time though, right here. This Riddick Bowe here was really untouchable. He was just and this fight they went toe to toe. Evander Holyfield, no chump at all, man. Evander Holyfield, whew. In fact, I think this was Holyfield's first loss. And Riddick Bowe, man, after this fight, he was the champ, and he went to he lived a high life, man. He went to see the Pope. He put a kitchen in his bedroom. His craziest one is when he joined the Marines. That was he joined the Marines, and he didn't want to get out of bed the next day. And Riddick Bowe's not the kind of guy who he didn't want to get out of bed. He was the world champion, man. He didn't have to get out of bed, and unfortunately the Marines didn't see it that way, and he got a general discharge. And he wanted to do it to show how tough he was. And instead he showed how weak he was, really. But, I mean, Riddick Bowe, a great champion. Just talent-wise, he maybe didn't use that talent. I mean, bro, when he won this fight, he won all 3 belts, and it was a 3-belt division at the time. You know, WBO was there, but it wasn't considered anything special, really. So in fact, fighters were just that belt was thrown in the garbage more than the WBC belt was. But Riddick Bowe, he was mandated to fight Lennox Lewis. He really, like I said, man, Riddick Bowe didn't like to be told what to do. And he was the undisputed heavyweight champ. And he fragmented that by dropping the WBC belt famously in the trash. And he said, Lennox Lewis, you want it, here it is. And that's why Lennox Lewis, he was called the trash can. Bowe tried to refer him as that. I mean, as time went by, Lennox Lewis just, I don't know, I think he proved to be a superior champion than Riddick Bowe. Would have been a great fight. It would have been a fantastic fight. And the funny thing is, man, this fight was signed. It was signed. I believe they were going to make like 18, 12 million. It was crazy figures. And then Lennox Lewis went and got knocked out by Oliver McCall. And there went the fight. Tony Boswell, my brother, man. Thank you for coming in, brother. Salute, man, salute. Hey, if any of you cats have any memories you want to share of Riddick Bowe, because like I said, this is I'm just doing this tonight, man. You know, and to actually keep myself from eating. You know, this takes the munchies away. You get to smoke some good weed. Watch a cool fight on the big screen, and anybody wants to come up and talk about Riddick Bowe, share some memories with him, man. We can do that, bro. I don't mind that at all. Like I kind of like it when cats come up here and talk to me. But yeah, Riddick Bowe, man, big cat. Look, oh man, toe to toe. Jose Cortez trying to get in there. Joe Cortez, I'm sorry, he's trying to get in there and break him up, man. Damn. This, like I said, fight of the year. Toe to toe all night long. And then the rematch was the famous fan man fight. Dude's name was Jimmy Miller. It was outdoor Caesar's Palace. I don't know if this is the same arena or not. I'm not, like I said, venues, they're a strange thing. But after a few rounds, man, I think it was maybe the 7th round, this dude, he had this homemade parachute, kind of a fan, kind of a thing. He was going to circle around the ring. Man, if that was today, they would have shot him down, thinking it was a drone, a bomb, whatever. But anyway, he ended up crashing in the ring. And Riddick Bowe's handlers beat the shit out of this guy, man. I mean, dude, cell phones at the time were about the size of a brick and probably weighed about as much as a brick. You know, BDA, Riddick Bowe didn't want to get out of bed. He, you know, I think it is I don't think it's difficult to get kicked out of the Marines, bro. If you don't follow their rules, they don't want you in there. Believe me, you know, the Marines don't draft, man. The Army drafts. Back in the day of the draft, Marine is that was considered an elite branch of the service, and you know, most Marines you know, volunteered. Oh, and then Riddick Bowe, compact inside fighter, had it on the outside. Yeah, man. Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe for the freaking undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. HBO. I think this was a pay-per-view event. I don't know, man. I had a black box. I got it for nothing. I haven't paid for a fight. I told all you cats, I haven't paid for a fight since I paid for Thomas Hearns and Iran Barkley too. It didn't come in well. It didn't come in at all. I had they were converting from digital to analog to digital, and the black boxes didn't work after that. But neither did the pay-per-view transmission system. You had to have digital. And anyway, man, after that, 88, salute my brother. After that, we learned how to stream fights. And don't support pay-per-view, man. The fighters aren't getting rich on that. They're actually getting raped, man. Pay-per-views, big cats, corporations. Put it back on free TV, sponsorship. I mean, get reputable companies to sponsor fights. Back in the day, man, towards the end, fights were being sponsored by Rolex watches, Mercedes-Benz. I mean, let alone Chevrolet and Budweiser and Pizza Hut and all the fine malts. I remember Schlitz Malt Liquor, man. The Bull. They were promoting fights. D-Ray, my bra. Yeah, man. I don't spit diamonds out. You know what I do is I kind of remember and go along, and it's cool that if I was sitting here, watching it on that tube by myself, I'd be saying the same things I'm thinking, but over here I'd be thinking the same things I'm saying, but over here I'm sharing them with my family out there. Like I said, let me drop a link. Anybody else has any memories of Riddick Bowe? Let's keep it on topic if you do come up here, man. Although we don't really have to, because what the fuck, man? This is Friday night. You're at Bruce Gass's Boxing, Jazz, and More. I kind of like to call it the gas station. But you can talk about anything you want in here, man. No holds barred. Just be nice. Evander Holyfield, man, he was another one, man. And another cat that I watched his whole career. He came out of the Olympics. He came out with was it a silver medal? He knocked out this dude, Kevin Barry. The bell rang. The referee said, "Stop!" Bang! Evander Holyfield was in midair with a punch, knocked the dude out cold. Was disqualified. Kevin Barry was the gold medalist. I think he was the silver medalist. I know in the Olympics they have 2 bronze medalists, 1 silver medalist. They don't make the 2 bronze medalists fight each other. Who do I got here?
This D-Ray, Bruce.
D-Ray, my brother, man. D-Ray, man.
Hey, I'm just trying to save me a dime, bro. I was gonna call you, so I just said I might as well click the link. How you do, though, bro?
Oh, brother, excellent, man, excellent. Friday the 13th, Tim Mussy the Skywalker. Salute to you, my brother. Friday the 13th, I figured I'd talk about this fight, and we got big fights happening tomorrow, man. And boxing is good, but I got sick of talking about the Castano and Charlo fight.
Yeah. Hey. So have you ever picked who you got 51-49 with on that one yet, or are you still waiting?
On what? Costello and on Charlo? And,
yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. That it could go either way. It really depends on who comes in with their, who has improved from their last fight, and if I think if Charlo is improved, I think he can outbox him and take a 12-round decision. If not, it's going to be a dogfight, and anything can happen. Knockouts are probable. I've seen polls go up on a lot of people's channels, and they're so close, man.
Yeah.
That's why it's such a great fight. And you know what I can't figure out, bro? I can't figure out why it's not selling more. I understand they're giving tickets away. I don't know how true it is, but people are telling me that they're giving tickets away. Tony Boswell, 46 tomorrow, man. Give Tony Boswell a happy birthday out there. LT, my bra. Salute, man. Salute. LT, you want to come up and talk, man? Not a problem, bro. The link's out there. Friday night. I'll be on it for, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours or so. It doesn't matter, bro. I was telling somebody today, they're talking about the importance of sleep. And, and sleep is important, man. Bro, it is. But, I once again, I'm going to drop a name, man. I was talking to Bobby Ches on the show the other night. And he's telling me that he wasn't getting any sleep. He'd go to bed, he'd be wide awake. And he talked to a neurologist, and they said there's some lobe in the left side of your brain. And if you're a creative person, like I don't know, maybe like I am, maybe, but
Right.
I just don't get. I'm not tired when I go to bed. I mean, I'm tired in the middle of the afternoon if I don't get enough sleep. But when I hit the hay, man, I don't know, for some reason, because I don't take anything. I could take melatonin or a fucking a Valium or something, but I don't fuck with none of that shit, man, because I like to get a good night's sleep. But 5 hours and I feel refreshed. 5.5, 6 hours. That's almost more than enough. I don't know, man. Maybe it's old, but anyway, Ches said it's this lobe on your brain that doesn't close up at night, and he said if you take this supplement a couple hours before bedtime, you'll sleep like a baby and no hangover when you wake up. So hey, maybe, but right now I'm trying a new supplement for joints. We'll see what happens. No,
Yes,
for
sir.
joint pain, really, for arthritis. So
Okay.
So tell
Now,
me, D, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow night?
hey, I think it's gonna be a war, like you said. I believe if Charlo's not 1,000% focused, that he makes himself vulnerable. So, I think it's gonna be a great fight. But and that's the thing though. Last time, Bruce, am I going through clear or is it breaking up?
Oh, it's beautiful, brother.
Okay, I just want to make sure. But I thought last time Derek James was giving him good instructions, but what was he following it like he should? You know what I mean? Is the thing. So if he can become more disciplined, I think that it's a pretty easy fight for him. But I also think that my man Brian is coming in, bro, with nothing to lose and all the confidence in the world, bro. He understands that he is that close to being undisputed, so he's not going in there to lay down. I don't think that just he's coming in there to get a check. I think, bro, that the last thing I say real quick though was at the weigh-in with the crowd, bro. The crowd seemed like they're gonna be fired up for him, bro. So they're gonna try to push him to the end of the fight. So go ahead, Bruce.
No, I was going to just say, bro, Castano, he's beat some dogs in the amateurs. He beat the Devonchenko. He beat Errol Spence. I mean, this kid is really a killer. And if he comes in better prepared and would, I think in the last fight, I think he was a little scared of Charlo, and now he knows that he can take Charlo's punches. So I mean, it could go either way. It's a flip flop fight. It all depends on who dominates, on who imposes their will, and that's such a that's a 50-50 fight to me, bro.
Right. Listen to that. Bruce got tired of talking about the fight, but just dropped some gems, bro. Hey, everything you said was right on point.
Hey,
but now listen though. But here's the thing though, because I remember people kept talking about somebody had beat Earl Spence in the amateurs, right? But I just was like, that's whatever. But if this is the guy that beat him, hey, bro, that even puts more respect on his name to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
I knew this before the last fight, and I was telling people this kid is no dog. This is not your typical Charlo cherry pick. This kid is a world beater, and bro, I mean, this was he shocked the world. I think he won the fight, but it was a draw, and it was in Charlo's hometown. Now we're on neutral territory, bro. I mean, this is. I don't give a shit who wins, man. I'm not. There's no boxers that I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of the sport. I want to see two pit bulls in that ring. I want to see them go for the gusto, a knockout, a decision. As long as it's a good fight, hug each other when it's over. You both made $1 million plus, and man, boxing will go on. We'll have another, like Tony Boswell says, first undisputed in the 4-belt era at 154.
Right, and then the fight fans will win that. But now, and I wanted to say real quick, happy birthday, Tony Boswell. He's one of the most solid people, bro, I've ever seen in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't seen him as much as I used to in different chats and shit, though, he was always 100, and I always appreciate that about him. But I want to ask you a question about Riddick Bowe, bro. So how's he been lately? Have you got any information on him or anything? Oh yeah, Blaze one for the nation. That's what's up. Yeah, second clear for D-Ray, bro.
I saw Riddick Bowe about about a year and a half ago on YouTube. It was him and Evander Holyfield. He was down in Florida, and he tried to get a license to fight, but see, Riddick Bowe, when he was in New York, he was in. I mean, he diabetic, bad shape. He was he was pushing 400 pounds. And he went down to Florida, and he got his weight under control. He's I think he's busted the 300-pound mark, but he's still got a lot of speech impediment. He took a lot of blows to the head, but I was listening to him and Evander Holyfield, and after you listen to him for a minute or so, you can understand him. I mean, you can, he talks pretty good, and him and Evander are so funny together. They should go on the road, bro. I mean, it was hilarious. Holyfield's asking him for another fight, and and Evander's putting his, he's going, Riddick, come on, man, we don't have to do that. And he said, yeah, but we make a lot of money. I mean, it was just so, bro. I hate this. I hate to use the fucking word precious, but that's what my fucking wife used, and I said, yeah.
Hey, if it fit, bro, use it.
I said that sums it up, man. But I mean, this fight here, these two guys, no breaks, no fucking bull. I mean, this was a dog fight, and Holyfield was a machine at this point. I mean, he was beating everybody. Mike Tyson, fucking. No, I'm sorry. This was
like what Muhammad Qazi and all those kind of guys, though, right?
Oh, yeah,
like the light heavyweight.
He beat Qawi. He went through the cruiserweight division.
Right. But he had pretty much beat everybody except for Tyson and Lennox Lewis at that time, right? I mean, he had pretty much fought everybody by then.
Yeah, well, yeah, he was supposed. Yeah, he was supposed to fight Tyson, and Tyson went to jail. And that's when Holyfield had his first reign, he really shined. He won the title, and he was in there with Bowe and Lewis at their prime. So he was in some shark infested waters. Sometimes he didn't win with those big names, but he never could count them out, man. Holyfield always seemed to come back.
Right. And real quick, I just want to say about Riddick Bowe, though, and I think that this is what's underestimated with him. He could talk some shit, bro. That guy, like because you were talking about like his speech impediment and stuff like that could be from whatever. But I'm saying when he first was in the game and he was fresh, he was talking, bro. He was the best talker, in my opinion, since Ali up to that point. I don't know if you thought, somebody had talked better or, even if you cared about it. But I just thought that he was charismatic, you know what I mean? Where he could grab the attention of the camera and control the interview, and then I think that once going through those wars with Evander and then dropping the belt in the trash and so forth and so on, I think that kind of diminished that. But before that, bro, I thought he was one of the most brilliant talkers in the sport. Go ahead, Bruce.
No, I was gonna say he had a fight with a cat named Donnell Nicholson, I believe was his name.
Okay.
And Nicholson said something it was a press conference before the fight. Fucking Bowe gave him a 1-2, bare knuckle.
I remember that.
I mean, it was a non-fight after that. Bowe won the fight.
Yeah. And they didn't try to find him or anything, though, did they? Or they might have found him a little bit, but there wasn't the fight's gonna be off and all that kind of stuff.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did get a hefty fine. Yeah. But it was like it was like don't fuck with Bowe because he'll hit you. He was like James Toney in that sense where the mind of a prize fighter, it can go off like that. I mean, they can go off on you. I remember watching that show that fuck man, my mind went blank.
Blaze another one for the nation.
The show Punk.
Okay.
Sugar Ray, what's the fucking guy's name that was on there? Anyway, Sugar Ray Leonard was on there.
What's his name? That tall kid, right?
Ashton
Kutcher. Right.
And Sugar Ray Leonard's on there, and he got punked. and Leonard had that look on his face where somebody, he thought Ashton Kutcher thought he was going to get his head punched off until the cameras came out. No, Ray, this is Punk. You've been punked. I mean, these fighters, they have a short fuse, and you don't know if you're fucking with them or you don't know if you're, if you're going to fight with them. That's how some of these guys are, bro. I saw James Toney on a panel one night. Somebody said something to him, and he was playing around, but I could see, man, it was like, well, you better watch your mouth. You don't know me that, kind of a thing where Oscar, salute Oscar out there, bro. I don't want to miss anybody coming in there, LT. It's funny. I mean, D-Ray, I talked to you. I'm looking at you like you're sitting next to me, and I don't want to miss the chat, bro. I don't want to miss shouting out anybody coming in here, man.
Of course, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, well, just let me know when to say something, Bruce. Go ahead and take it.
Oh,
bro.
you go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
All right. Well, then you tell me when to shut up. I just want to, first off, I want to say everybody, y'all know Bruce Gas goes boxing 24/7. He's my guy. He go back to the, like the fights I could only dream about watching. He done watched them, done been there. Man, I love it, man. So I appreciate him, and I appreciate all y'all. And y'all know that, but but with this trilogy of Holyfield and Bowe, man, I think it goes down as one of the great ones, because once again, and go ahead and challenge me on this if I'm wrong though, but I thought it was the best trilogy since Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. Yeah, Blaze one, bro. Hey, man, if y'all got him, blaze him.
Always blazing. But no, you're right, man. But see, remembering these fights as they happen, that could be a blessing or a curse. But
so man, you remember the good and the bad about it, huh?
I'll tell you, it was great because these fights were happening on a regular basis. The heavyweights, they were fighting each other. Now the heavyweight division is like, bleh. I mean, it's fucking getting worse and worse. Right. We don't know if Tyson Fury's going to fucking retire. Yeah. Usyk and fucking AJ. Yeah. Is that going to happen or not? I mean, it's like, this is the heavyweight division. Promoters. Resurrected. Right. If these guys aren't fighting, make them the champion in waiting. Get these young guys fight. Oh, look at Riddick Bowe, man. Look at that uppercut. And get these young guys fighting each other. What's going on here? And man, oh yeah, great trilogy. And like I said, the Fan Man fight, Riddick Bowe will say to this day, if it wasn't for that Fan Man, he would have won the fight. Because Holyfield, everybody, I don't want to say anything that anybody hasn't already said, but people talk about PEDs in the game. And Holyfield said, man, Riddick Bowe said, Holyfield came on after that Fan Man like a new man. He must have been doing something. And see, they weren't testing like they were today. Back then, they only started testing in like 2004.
You're right.
They could get away with things, man. It was a different era. And Holyfield, man, he's already been fingered as Evan Field, training with former Mr. Olympia, fucking Lee Haney, getting a package of delivered from Balco Life Extension Company in San Francisco, whose founder Victor Conte did several years for selling drugs. And I mean, bro, Holyfield's no saint. And I'm not going to say yeah, but I'm not going to say no either, man. It's boxing. It's what it is. We've heard so many fucking fighters complain and sour grapes, but yet Ches on the show the other night, he was talking about when he fought Holyfield, and he said it was hot sauce. His eyes are on fire. And I went back and I read an article about that, and it says it right in the article. The gloves were taken to be tested, inconclusive. Ches complained of burning, and another guy that he fought said the same thing. I can't remember the fighter. I'll remember it, I'm sure. But boxing was crazy. And Holyfield with that head, man. Oh, yeah. Holyfield was John McSmith knows it. Holyfield was an unbelievable headbutter. Tyson flipped out in that fight because he was getting headbutt so much by Holyfield. That's why he said he bit him.
That was the strangest fight I've ever seen, bro. You know, where he bites him, they separate him, they take a point, he bite him again, they separate him, they let him fight, they end the round, and then they stop the fight. Man, that shit always, man, still to this day, I'm pissed off about that, bro.
Demetrius Bright, shout out, brah. Macadocious,
Demetrius Bright.
Mac of the South, salute.
Back.
Yeah, bro. I mean, after the third fight, I had a restaurant at the time, and I get to sneak out to watch it. It was on a Saturday night, and man, I think Bowe was the first guy to stop Holyfield.
Mm.
It was,
I think you're right.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it because Holyfield, he didn't even get knocked down. He got knocked down by Cooper, by Burt Cooper, but the ropes held him up. And I mean, these two guys, they fucking traded, and Holyfield getting knocked out. That's when that was that thing about his heart was going on. They said he had a hole in his heart, and
Right.
he got cured by a preacher. Was his name Benny Hanna? Was that the guy's name?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that part.
It was one of those fucking big religious things where everybody calls up and donates money.
Yeah.
And the dude lays hand on Holyfield, and Holyfield dropped to the floor, and he said he was cured. He went to doctors, and doctors said that he never had he doesn't have that heart ailment anymore. I served it was very let's see how we want to describe it, man. Very very eclectic cuisine. I had French food that mixed with Portuguese, New England food. It was kind of a lot of my own recipes, and I had to get out of that business because I was making people fat before my eyes. I was using a lot. Oh yeah, bro. People.
And you were in great shape, huh?
No, see, I was getting in great shape. I was getting back in good shape. Getting in great shape. And I'm watching these people who would come, these customers would come in, 2-3 times a night, 2-3 times a week. And after a few months, I'm watching their fucking guts expand. And bro, I'm making mashed potatoes. I'm putting sour cream. I'm putting butter in there, man. I'm making, those fucking things. It's like eating a banana split, And they're going, how do these taste so good? Because they got so much fucking shit in there. That's why they taste so good. But anyway, man, I couldn't do it anymore. I said, these people are going to have heart attacks, and it's going to be on account of me. And that was one of the reasons I closed my place down. Really, man. I got into nutrition after that. I started getting people healthy and in shape. And but the night of the third fight, man, I got to sneak out, go to my, I think it was my cook. I went to her house, to her apartment. She was in the restaurant. I got the key. I went up there, watched the fight, man, and I was like, wow. I walked back. She lived like a block from the place. I was like, wow. Holyfield got fucking knocked out. Whew. Well, I'm in there, doing my thing, and people are like, what's the matter? I says, Holyfield just got knocked out. Who's Holyfield?
Wow. That's even hard to believe because he has such a support and following that, I mean, because Holyfield was getting paid money, bro.
Oh, no. Most people knew who he was. I mean, I'm just saying, the way I'm doing, the way I'm fucking carrying on, you would think my father died, or something, or my dog fucking rolled over. But it was one of those weird. See, I come from the fucking days where I saw Mike Tyson get knocked out by Buster Douglas. Unbelievable. I saw George Foreman knock out Michael Mora. Unbelievable. So, some of these things, you kind of remember them, bro. They fucking, they hit hard and they stay with you. And seeing Holyfield get fucking knocked out by Bowe that night, that was like, I thought Holyfield was gone. I didn't think he'd ever come back again. I said, that was a shooting star. And
absolutely. And he proved us wrong.
Yeah, he had that comeback, man, with Mike Tyson.
Bruce, now I want to ask you real quick because there's a fight, man, that I remember, but I was kind of not really up to date with it. But I think it was the Weaver and John Tate fight. You remember that one? Like on ABC?
Do I remember it? That's one of my favorite fights of all time.
Mine too, bro.
Bro, that was on this card that ABC put on. it was Don King had 4 championship fights from 4 different locations. The first fight was Eddie Mustafa Muhammad against Marvin Johnson for I think it was the WBA light heavyweight championship. Mustafa won it. Then it was I think Mike Weaver and Tate was the second fight. Unbelievable fucking fight. But on the same card, Sugar Ray Leonard defended his welterweight title against this guy Davey Boy Green. Took his head off with a fucking shot. And Larry Holmes fought this guy named Leroy Jones on the same card. It was kind of anticlimactic after seeing Mike Weaver and John Tate. Whoa.
Y'all smash the like button for Bruce, man. I hope y'all can catch this in the playback if y'all ain't live, bro, because this is some good shit, bro. Hey, I appreciate that. But that was the thing was because now correct me if I'm wrong, but Tate had won 14 rounds.
Oh yeah. Tate
That's a big guy.
But see, Weaver was banging him to the body, hitting him in the hips. I mean, Weaver was throwing some low shots, but he was hanging in there, and it was it was like a foregone conclusion. Tate's going to win this decision, but man, Weaver just nailed him with this left hook in the 15th round. Oh, look at that! Holyfield's hurt. Look, Riddick Bowe's unloading on him. Look at this.
Yes, sir.
I can't believe. Look, and like I said, nobody knocked out Holyfield.
Right.
He might have got knocked down, but he didn't get knocked out. And even the knockdowns were few and far between. But man, look at fucking Riddick Bowe going backwards, throwing punches. Riddick Bowe was an awesome fight. I didn't realize how good he was till watching this fight. And Holyfield, look at Holyfield come back with a fucking right hand. He nails him. Riddick Bowe holds on. Dude, this is like gotta be this is gonna be. It's only half over. This is gotta be round of the year. Let's see if Holyfield comes back. Holyfield just got hammered for the first minute and a half. Unbelievable stuff here, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, that Mike Weaver fight, the whole card was fucking great. Except, Holmes' fight was the most anticlimactic one on there. But Weaver and fucking John Tate, you remember that fight forever. Left hook out of nowhere, 15th round. That's why you can never count out boxing, bro. Anything can fucking happen. I tell, people say, I've seen the comeback, bro. You haven't seen comebacks until you've seen fights like fucking George Foreman and Michael Mora and Weaver and fucking Tate. And dude, And look at this. Holyfield's getting the better of this round now.
Right. And that's what I was about to say with these. Go ahead, Bruce.
No, I'm going with the fight, bro. Keep going, D-Ray, man. I mean, you can talk over me. I don't have to stop, bro. This is Friday night, bro. I'll probably get flagged for showing the fight anyway, playing the music. So,
boom.
Enjoying a phone call over here, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. But that's the thing I was going to say too, though, is that this fight in particular is one that makes you have to respect both of those guys. You know what I mean? Where you can see that they're both champions, and us as fight fans are the winners because we get to witness it and watch it again and talk with Bruce Gas.
Yeah. We're going back in time a little bit, and that's the thing, bro. With the power of the internet now, where we can do this and share this, we could. Back in the day, we'd sit around the bar and talk about something like this.
Right.
Oh, remember that. But then they'd be wrong. I'd say, no, that's not the way it went. Oh yeah, it is, bro. We can just bango show it on our show over here, talk about it, fire up some fucking reefer.
Yes, sir.
Man, what? Oh, look at that uppercut. Oh, this is when Holyfield's fucked up. Yeah. Oh,
he took some hell of a shots.
It looks like the ropes held him up there.
More than once.
Oh, that uppercut. Oh. Riddick Bowe tried to hammer him. Oh. What camera work? I can almost feel those punches.
Yes, sir. Hey, Bruce. Well, this fight has you captivated. I love it, bro. You know what I mean? But and as it should.
Oh yeah, man, Tim Moosey. Fuck you, Tim. I showed that on Mad Chaz. Was either last night we showed his fight with Cornelius Boza Edwards. I think it was the second fight when he won the title back, and yeah, bro. Tim Moosey. If anybody doesn't know, bro, Tim's uncle is Bobby Chacon.
Yeah.
Man, he does go down.
Sky King salute. But that's the thing about boxing. It don't matter if you go down, it's do you get up.
I didn't realize it was a knockdown, and this is the 11th round here. Yeah, right early in the 11th round. Let's see Holofield's recuperative powers.
Yes, sir.
Whoa. Yep, Joe Cortez, man. I'll tell you, little guy like that, just separating these two giants.
He didn't take no shit in there either, did he?
No way. I want to see the OG when he comes back from reffing some fights, man. I think he'd be a good ref, man. I want to see the OG get in there and separate some heavyweights. About it on his show, you know? It's like, you guys don't know. You don't know. Wow. God bless the OG, brother.
Hey, Bruce, he'll be reffing the fight and calling it and singing the super chats at the same time.
Whoa, we got him with the right hand. Whoa. Wow. Oh yeah. Wow, we got a hell of a fight here, man. Whoa, yeah, we do. That OG calls a fight like nobody I've heard before, bro.
Right.
The only thing that bugs me out is I go over there and I stream the fights and they're like sometimes 30 seconds behind.
Right.
And I'm like, shit, man. I just can't watch it if somebody tells me what's going to happen, and it bums me out. So half the time I shut the fight off. I just listen to the OG because it's just as good. And I'll go surfing around, you know, check out what everything else is happening. But man,
absolutely.
I mean, he's a whiz at calling those fights, bro. And he's funny as a bat. He makes me laugh all the time, man. Shout out to the OG, man. Anybody that hasn't subbed to him, bro, I'm sure you have, because you know, we're all little shells of the OG over here. You know, he's got a great show, man. He came out of fucking Chicago, and every day around here at 1:30.
Absolutely. And you can call him tomorrow at 11:30 or 12:30.
Call-in show Saturday.
Yeah.
But man, the OG is just, you know, he's one of a kind, man. I look forward to shaking his hand one of these days, man.
Right. Oh, absolutely. That and that's the thing too. Like you say, bro, the dream is one day for the whole chat fam just to be able to get together and celebrate boxing is what I want to say. Not sit up there and be arguing about which dude is going to fight and, you know, which fans is this. I'm saying the chat fam sit up and blaze on the Toka 2 with Bruce and talk some boxing, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's like one of my favorite things to be able to aspire to be able to do.
Hey, Ray, we have something that we're planning on, man. You know, it's on me to do it, bro. We're going to do the birthday for Curtis Anderson.
Okay.
And I've already gotten about 20 people that want to go have dinner. We're going to do it his birthday's on a Wednesday. I want to do it on the Saturday following, and we'll go to New Jersey, and you know we'll rent a banquet hall. And man, you know, I said I was going to do it with Mad Chad and with Trick Nolte, and I think Blood said it, you know, and he said, shit, man, you know, I don't care if anybody but us go. Let's go there and have a drink and talk about Kurt and, you know, celebrate his birthday. And from what I hear now, his wife might go, and you know, the OG,
that's beautiful.
you know, the OG told me to keep in touch with him, and I mean, it's, you know, something's definitely going to happen, and man, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, you know. Right. Even if it doesn't ever show up, bro, I mean, that's a dozen, man. Imagine how much fun that'll be.
Hey, like I always try to tell them, man, Jesus only had 12 people fall on him, and one of them brought deception. So you know what I mean? It ain't all the time about the numbers, it's the quality.
Curly only had 2 people following him, you know?
Yes, sir. See, and that's the thing though, and I've you know, tried to tell you that before though, bro, is that one thing I always loved about Kurt is Kurt just loved boxing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was You know, it wasn't no size of the street or no promotional companies or it wasn't nothing that he would allow to get in the way of the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? It was just the fights and the fighters. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he wasn't the only one that loved the sport that much. But I'm saying when I always uh, loved hearing him be able to talk and reminisce about the fights, and I feel that same way with you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I
Uh,
appreciate D-Ray.
bro, your love of the sport helps other people love the sport. Go ahead, Bruce. Talk to him.
No, bro. I was just gonna say, I think if Curtis was alive, I think he'd be in this room right now, because he dug shit like this. This is a fight he saw, and him and I used to talk about this a lot of times that we were on panels together. Fights we
Right.
both saw, and I mean, he had a perspective, and I had a perspective, and like we'd say what we did that night. He went out with his boys in New York. Went down to Harlem, got some drink on, man. Went to some clothing store. I said, oh yeah, me and my boys, we went to this Japanese steakhouse. We rented a room at the Biltmore, and it's like we fucking we relate to what we did on these fights, and then we talk about the fight. But I mean,
Yeah.
see, they were fights like this were like celebrations. They were events. I mean, this is the 12th round here, the last 30 seconds. Let's see how they exchange over here
Okay.
for the final 30 seconds, man. Oh, look at Riddick Bowe going for the kill over here. Holyfield.
And he was a big guy too, right? He was like at least 250, right?
Yeah, 6'5".
Oh my lord.
I'd say around that 250 mark. I don't think they really paid too much attention to the weight, unless it were, they could go on the scale with their clothes on and everything, man. You didn't have to make a weight, so.
Right, but I'm just saying with Holyfield coming up and fighting a guy that's 250.
Oh, the end of the fight. And Holyfield thinks he won the title. Does Evander put his hands up or not?
Of course he does, right?
No, I didn't see him do it, bro. I didn't see him do it. I think he kind of resigned to the fact that he lost.
Mm. Yeah, I kind of really thought that this fight would make Riddick Bowe a superstar. I think he did too, though. Undisputed champion, come on, bro.
Yeah, Tim, we're gonna have a dinner on I don't have the exact date because I'm in the stages of planning it. I have a woman that lives across the street from me who's in the hospitality industry, and she told me that's what she does. She can set up things like that. I'm not gonna say banquet, but it's a dinner, but maybe it will be a banquet. I told her anywhere from 4 to 40 to maybe more than that, because
Right.
people
400.
want to get together, bro. I mean, shit. It's all for a good cause. I'm not on plan to promote it or make any kind of money on it. It's going to be to pay for our dinner, and people will want to stay there. That's with the hotel. But I'm sure that this woman, like I said, that's what they do, and they can give package deals where it'll be cheaper. You go in there with the Curtis Anderson. You know what he used to say? From soup to nuts.
Yes, he did. He had the greatest sayings, bro. Keep on.
Oh man, so we're gonna go have a dinner. We're gonna toast a glass of wine, and maybe I can get some people to say a few words who knew him. I kind of know people that are, but I'm not gonna say any names in case they don't. But I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a real affair, a real event. Us cats who just wanna bump some flesh and pass. I don't know if we're gonna pass blunts around because COVID is still in the air.
Right.
But bro, I mean, I'll bring a bunch of them. If I smoke one, you're gonna have yours. Maybe we can't pull a fucking Toka 2 out there. It'll be up in the room with me, man. And everybody that wants to come up there will certainly be able to join me. But like I said, man, we're sensible. And there is Riddick Bowe, man, and Rock Newman. There's that crazy Rock Newman, his manager. He's dressed as African, and he's real light skinned. And I'd say, man, and dude, he is he's a crazy man. And see Riddick Bowe kissing his head right now.
Yes,
And
sir.
he's nutty. He
Because
doesn't
you know why?
boxing anymore.
Right. But he believes in him. Yes, sir. I apologize, but I just want to say
No, bro. You don't have to apologize.
He knew that Rock Newman believed in Riddick Bowe. He gave Riddick Bowe that confidence, I believe, that extra part that took it where he could survive a war like that. So he had to thank him. Go ahead, Bruce. Talk to him.
No, I got to dig up another fight, bro.
All right. Hey, now, and the only thing I wanted to say with that Curtis Anderson thing, bro, is just make sure that you can give people at least, if we can try as much notice as possible, whether 6 months, 3 months, you know what I mean? So we can get as many of the fam out to be able to celebrate as we can, bro. I think
Well,
that'd be special.
It's going to be on his birthday, and his birthday is October 5th.
Okay, well, I guess that's more than 6 months notice, or
Well, yeah. And
no, a little bit less right now. But go ahead, Bruce.
well, that's what it is, bro. We're gonna get together. We're gonna hook up, and we're gonna toast a glass to him, and like I said, everybody's invited, man. The more the merrier, and we're gonna have it at a facility where we'll be able to accommodate everyone that wants to show up. That's where I want to do it, and it's just gonna be a good time, D-Ray, and man, you're so welcome, and I mean everybody is welcome.
Thank you.
Just come in there with the common knowledge. We're there to celebrate Curtis Anderson. Like nobody celebrated him, bro. That's why we're gonna do it. Furioso, brother, salute, man.
Salute.
Is Furioso Paulo? Furioso, are you Paulo? I'm not sure.
Okay, so that's
I think he might be. But yeah, here we go, man. We got Riddick Bowe taking on a faded former heavyweight champion, Pinklin Thomas. But this is when Riddick Bowe was on his rise, and he needed tests, but Thomas out of it, bro. I mean, he's only got 4 losses. He was a decent heavyweight champ,
right?
But he was on the drugs, man. He was on heroin.
Oh,
and man, he couldn't beat those demons, and he was an addict, and he dabbled, and he lost his whole career, man. He got beat by Tyson. He could have fought Tyson for the title, but he lost his title in a real nondescript fight to Trevor Berbick, who lost to Tyson in Tyson's first title win, and Berbick made a lot of money. Pinklin Thomas could have made that money, but he lost to Berbick in a real lackluster fight. And after that, he was pretty much cannon fodder. Holyfield destroyed him. You're going to see what Riddick Bowe does to him.
Hey, Bruce, but just tell him, how tough did a dude have to be named Pinklin back in that time, though? Come on, bro. That dude was tough, bro.
Oh, for sure, bro. I mean, there was a time he had a jab, and it was like a Sonny Liston jab. And he had a body that was in shape. He looks totally out of it right here. He's here for the payday, man. It's sad, but Pinklin Thomas was, he's 32 years old, and he's already burned out. His best years were 27, 26. I mean, he destroyed guys like Quick Tillis, and he was a devastating fighter in his prime. Angelo Dundee was managing him. Was training him. That's how promising he was. And he did win a WBC championship. But
I think I got to say hi to him one time, bro. I was so happy for that.
In fact, he beat my friend Tim Witherspoon.
Shout out to Tim Witherspoon.
It was that age of they were passing the heavyweight championships around like they were hot potatoes. Bowe was passing. Right. Pinklin Thomas is passing it to Weaver. They're passing it to Trevor Berbick. They're passing it to Tony Tubbs and Tony Tucker. And I mean, it was like everybody had their hands on a share of the heavyweight championship. I mean, Larry Holmes and Michael Spinks. Everybody had it back then. And Tyson had that tournament where they cleared it up. He fought everybody, so nobody can say Tyson ducked anybody. Anybody that he didn't fight didn't have a belt and lost to the guy that he did fight. I mean, he cleaned out the heavyweight division, and he ended it up with Michael Spinks, undefeated, who beat Larry Holmes. Then he beat Larry Holmes, and he beat Pinklin Thomas, who was another guy who would have fought him, but Pinkman lost. I mean, he cleaned it right out. You can't name anybody he ducked. He granted he lost to the biggest fights of his life, but you can't say that winning that heavyweight championship, Don King's heavyweight championship, wasn't huge, because only everybody tried and only one won, and that was every heavyweight in the world, man. Every top 10 heavyweight in the world.
Right. You got a shot. What you gonna do with it, huh?
Yeah, Riddick Bowe, he knew every trick in the book, man. Like we said, he had Papa Smurf back there in the corner. Yeah, so Riddick Bowe, and he was a dirty fighter too. Dude, we talked about Elijah Tillery. He had a short fuse. He wasn't above throwing an elbow, hitting after the bell. Oh, fucking Riddick Bowe. But shout out to Riddick Bowe anyway, man.
Absolutely.
He was part of my love affair with boxing, and that's what this little watch party here is all about tonight, man.
Right. And that's what I love about you and your channel, bro, is that you bring light to fighters, you know what I'm saying, from history and fighters that maybe a lot of fans aren't even aware of, so you help expand the knowledge and the love of the sport, bro. That's so beautiful.
I appreciate that, D-Ray. Hey man, it's fun for me, and if I wasn't doing this on here, I'd probably be doing it by myself, because I didn't see too much on. And like I said, I was getting a little tired of hearing people's opinions about Charlo and Castano, and that's all they were talking about.
I'm surprised you ain't a bigger Celtics fan, my bro.
Now, I used to be a basketball fan back in '78. I knew everything. People told me I should have been a coach. I watched every pro game I could. Celtics, I watched Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, DJ, Robert Parrish. I went to games at the fucking Boston Garden, the Civic Center. But after that, I got into boxing more. Right. And then I just kind of, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I watched a lot of basketball, but I lost my love for it, man. And,
hey, bro, I got one Celtics question I asked you for tonight, though. Do you remember when the Big Chief had got popped with all that weed, bro?
Yeah, yep.
And listen, but hold on, but when the police went to interrogate him about the weed, because they was worrying about him trying to sell it. And Big Robert Parrish said, that's all personal. Yeah. I said, that is my man.
bro, back then in Boston, you could buy a pound just as easy as you could buy a bag, because everybody was a fucking dealer. Everybody, man. I went to this dude's house in 1975. No, he came to my house, man. And he was associated with the Irish mob, the Italian mob in Boston. They were all in it together. And he was a friend of my brother's, and I just moved up there, and I needed to buy a bag of weed, and I talked to him on the phone. And he asked me if I wanted a QP. That was like a quarter pound, and that was always smart, because hey, you buy a quarter pound, and nobody knew anywhere to buy weed with the place I was living. So I said, shit, yeah, I'll get a quarter pound, and I'll fucking sell 3. I'll keep one.
Right.
I never knew much about dealing, but I was a poor student, and man, it was economics. I had 4 people waiting for ounces. And anyway, to make a long story short, the dude comes up my house. He's this fucking cat. I mean, he would have been out of Goodfellas, man. His name was Anthony, and he comes up and he's got this bag. He's got fucking 5 pounds of weed in there, and he goes, can you do anything with this? And I opened the bag. It was fucking primo fucking, like, I think they call it Oaxacan. Big long green buds on these sticks. A lot of sticks in it, but the sticks were, big pencil-like sticks with it was beautiful stuff. And I'm like saying, dude, I said, I don't even know this guy. He wants to lay 5 pounds of weed on me, and I don't even deal. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, But I'm thinking in my head, I'm in this dormitory, and I know all these students who want weed, and if I get this, and this guy's giving it to me, no less, and he's giving it to me for this price that's like, wow, this is like, any entrepreneur, anybody with a little entrepreneurial spirit in their body would know You'd be a fool not to do this. And this is in Boston where nobody gave a shit about weed in the fucking mid-70s. It was like people looked the other way. Anyway, this dude lays these 5 pounds on me, and he's with this big fucking guy, too. This guy was bigger than Riddick Bowe, bro. I mean, you know, and you know, it was, I guess it was his bodyguard. I just meet this guy, so I'm not fucking talking a lot to him. Anyway, they get it, and his bodyguard, no smiles or nothing. He just boom, boom. The guy comes to my house, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days later, and I got rid of it easy. People saw me, and I'm hanging with these rich cats, man. A lot of rich Jewish people from New York, New Jersey, students up in Boston. Their mommies and daddies are giving them dough, and they're fucking, they want weed, and it was like, wow. So anyway, I breezed through it. I'm like, well, this is cool. I'm gonna have a good year as a student up here. Anyway, this dude comes back to my house, and I got the money for him. He's got the big guy with him, right? And he looks at the big guy and he goes, "See, I told you. I told you this guy was cool." And the guy's like, And you know, it was like, it was one of the funky things that happened to me, but it was kind of like it got me through my student years, bro, easily. You know, it was smooth sailing, but that was like just a funky little thing, man.
Yes, sir. That's the thing too, man, with those East Coast schools, bro. You talking about like money, bro. Then not only did they, you know, you had to pay to go a lot of money, I'm saying, but they, like you said, they had like a little extra cash that they could spend on stuff like bud and stuff, you know?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, G5, man. I'm sorry, brother. I'm so fucking buzzed out over here, bro. Salute my brother, G5.
Man, you good, Bruce. Man, you know, I was chilling, bro. I wasn't doing no trip, but I'm like, I'm about to pull back up to the house. It's perfect. I'm like, hey, I just pulled back in the garage. I'm like, hey, that's perfect timing, Bruce. You know, you're all good, my brother. You know, it ain't shit.
Bro, watching some fun. I have an associate's degree in broadcast journalism.
Yes, sir.
A school called Graham Junior College. It was in Kenmore Square. It's now part of Boston University. It's called the Boston University School of Public Communications. And I graduated in 1976, summa cum laude.
Yeah. You was perfect.
Bro,
hold on.
I smoked it, man. I smoked that fucking school. But anyway, John and Chris, that's what it is. G5, what's happening, my brother? What's going on tomorrow? Tell me what's going on with the fights tomorrow, bro.
Shit, sitting down, getting high as shit. Man, you already know. I pulled back in. I had to get these kids up just to eat. They asked took naps and woke up fine. Food. I'm outside rolling up.
I just broke a tip off my big bud, so I can roll it up too, man.
Got tears in my eyes over here.
That's what I just pulled off, man. Little like that.
Beautiful.
Like that.
Hey, it don't get no better than that on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's on.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Hey, G5, you got to work tomorrow?
No, sir.
I heard that, bro. The hardest working man in the boxing chat.
Oh, bro. Unbelievable.
I'm tired.
I only sleep 5 hours a night. I go to bed and G5 is on. I get up and G5 is on. I'm like, when does this fucking guy go to sleep?
And I go, it's just like, man, I don't know. I'm just a driven person like that, you know? Like, if I say I'm going to do something, then, and I get locked in on it, then I'm locked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take my legs off to get me to stop. Even then, I'll wobble my way to that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just like, I'm locked in. I'm having fun too. So yeah, I'm really turned up. So that's the even greater part about it. And other people having fun as well. So, you know, it just keep me going, keep me motivated. Everybody's like, man, this shit is making my morning run smooth. I'm like, well, shit, hey, if one person a day tell me, then I'm cool. You know, I'm not tripping. You know, I don't have to be 100,000 in or whatever. But you know, subs they steady coming. So it's just like, hey, I'm appreciative, and I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, dropping my content, and yeah, just rock it out, man. I'm having fun. I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah, some
bro.
people make it hard.
Five. But I want to know this: is Charlo gonna rock out? Is he gonna do his thing tomorrow? We know you do your thing every day, my brother. Is Charlo gonna do his thing tomorrow?
Man, I believe he is, but you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, that's yet to be determined. I mean, he got to come out and establish his jab from round one. You know what I'm saying? If you got a person fighter, what easier way to meet him with a stiff jab, even if it's not full force. He coming in, you know, so he got to establish distance, the range, and control the pace, and stay out the damn corner and off the ropes. Or if you are gonna be there, at least, you know what I'm saying, throw your uppercut, use your jab, catch him in between while he punching, or punch him when he punching or something. But I don't know. I just think he went out with himself the first fight. There ain't no excuse. You hopped in the ring, so you should have got the job done. So now you seem to be like your normal self, and we're gonna see. If not, he come in there half stepping, he gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I don't give a damn if I like you. I think you're a good fighter. You from Texas, you represent Texas or not. If you go in there half stepping this boxing, your ass can lose.
Right.
So.
And see, and that's the thing I was saying with him too. If he is on his game, I think he wins, you know, relatively easy. But and that's also the thing though that Bruce had brought up to me prior in the show, is that this is the guy that beat Earl Spence in the amateur, so he ain't no punk, bro. Talk to him.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? He's not a pushover.
He beat him without headgear too, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he beat him. I mean, it ain't like he just stomped him, but hey, a win is a win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to have some ring IQ and boxing IQ and some type of ring generalship to beat Earl. So, I mean,
right, just to be competitive with Earl. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, if they fight now, yeah, it's a whole different beast now.
Oh yeah, he'll wash him. He'll wash him. Hold on, I'm not trying to disrespect Earl fans, but when I say that, I was just trying to give him credit by saying, because like you said, even to be competitive with Earl for 3 rounds, you better know something about boxing. If you go in there, I don't care if you built like Riddick Bowe. If you don't know shit about boxing, he gonna knock you out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving him credit for not only going the distance with EJ, but being able to actually be competitive enough where at least 2 people thought he won. To me, I'm just saying that shows he does have IQ and determination. And then to come into Charlo City and to get a draw. Bro, that dude is, man.
He game.
He ain't got nothing to lose, bro.
He is a live dog. And yeah, I knew where you was going. I give him all the credit in the world. Yeah, you beat EJ. Hey, you know something. So I'm like, hey, even now, people like, oh, well, he lost. Okay, he lost. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? That don't make or break your career. You know what I'm saying? People got that. People got that whole mindset. Oh, you lose, it's over with. No, that's what the media told you and painted this picture. You know, so, you know, they want to make people believe, oh, you lose one time, you done. Huh? They kill.
And that's the thing, though, bro. I apologize for interrupting you, but I do that all the time and I get excited. But I just wanted to say, and that's what Charlo is proving, though, bro, because he done came back from a loss and been nothing but a champion. And this is just another step in that page. But go ahead, bro.
Oh no, you good, man. You
straight. Look at Riddick.
About me, my mind short, man.
Fucking Pinkman Thomas wants to get at Riddick Bowe over here. Looks like he got his second. Looks like he got his second junkie wind over here, man. He really does. I mean, he looks like he's got that fucking burst, and he wants to get at him, man. I don't know if they gave him a fucking blast in the fucking corner or what, but no, they had to fix the ring. Something funny went on in this fight. I didn't remember when it happened, but they just had to stop it. And they had to do something to Pinkman Thomas's glove, and who the fuck knows? But he come out like a tiger. He was like a fucking kitten, and now he's like he wants to hurt Bowe. Maybe he's
Are you saying that they might have got some of that rhyme to him, huh?
I don't know, bro. Maybe he did. Maybe he got some of that black bottle. You know, the special one that I mixed.
Yes, sir.
But Riddick Bowe, he looks like he's got his second win too. And Pinklin Thomas, he unfortunately, man, when the going got too tough at this stage of his career, Pink quit.
Right. But man, that's the thing about boxing, though, bro. Riddick Bowe is a champion. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
this is before. This is on the road to the title too.
Right. But I'm saying, bro. But okay. But I'm saying, like Boots, right? The majority of the people know that Boots is the champion, whether he has a belt or not. That's just whatever it is. But I'm saying that so Clayton, when he goes in here and he fights Boots, he might get knocked out in 6 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And people could say he's a bum, bro. But to me, I'm like, bro, you get respect for going in there with that young champion and trying to show what you can do, bro. And Thomas, I give him credit for going in there with Bowe, bro, because he could have said no.
Nah, he couldn't say no. He needed the cash.
You win.
He's older man, and he's probably got 5 losses in a row behind him. Everybody was beating Pinklin Thomas, man. Everybody. Like I said, Tyson, Holyfield, shit. He was a punching bag.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, bro, is like on the defense.
Oh, but look at him now.
I know, but it don't look like he has his guard up to be able to prevent the jab from being able to just wear him down, bro, and take him out.
He's got no pop in his, he just doesn't have it anymore.
Right. See, look at that, bro. He took 3 jabs right there in a row, bro, and didn't have no guard or defense, You can get hit with 1 punch, but you shouldn't get hit with the same one 3 times in a row, bro.
No. Pinklin Thomas, they said he was a junkie since he was 12 years old. And
damn.
He probably could have turned to crackhead. That's possible. But I heard he was heroin, man. A fucking needle man at 12. That's hardcore shit.
Yeah, bro. And that's hard times though.
His wife was in the army, and his wife cleaned him out. His wife took him out of the element. I think I'm sure she fucking cold turkeyed him, and he came back and won the started his boxing career. He got his amateur fights in the army, and fucking Pinklin, man. I give him all the credit in the world and I saw him get beat by Trevor Burbick, and I said, oh, this guy slipped. He had a ramrod jab. I mean, it was like a Sonny Liston jab. He was fucking, he was. I thought he was going to be something. He was undefeated for a long time, and then he just started. He started being another loser in Don King's stable. Big name that they'd give to some up and coming heavyweight, and that's how I saw Pinklin Thomas. Because when he came on, man, like I said, he was sky's the limit. He was really fucking good.
Right. And see, and the thing that I noticed is when him and Bowe jab at the same time, they doing about equal damage. When they both time their jab to hit each other at the same time, they both, feel the effect of that jab. So you're right. He did have a good jab.
I think Riddick Bowe, they're going to say in his corner, man, Eddie Fletcher's going to say, Bowe, let's go, bro. Get this guy out of here.
Bowe going to say, go get me that black bottle.
and Bowe's still a contender here. He hasn't even won his this is before the Holyfield fight.
Right. But a big guy, bro, that can move like that, is light on his feet, is tough to beat.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's almost like Greg Page 2.0. Because Page was awesome when he was a up and comer too, until he got a little lazy, and he's another one, man. He lost to that famous fucking Trevor Burbick, the same guy that beat Pinklin Thomas. Because all those guys, they fought each other, man.
Yeah. And man, and that's some smooth music you be having in the background, bro. You know.
Yeah, a little bit of little.
I just love the piano. Period, though. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it's playing, bro, I can just sit back and chill. And then you add a saxophone to it, bro. I'm in trouble.
Well, this is just something on YouTube, and fortunately they don't copyright you for it. But
Okay.
I don't know why, but because that music the StreamYard makes you play, man, that is fucking terrible. I get so sick of hearing that. Everybody plays it, and sometimes they play it too loud. You can't even hear the panel over that music. I mean, StreamYard's got to go better, bro.
Ooh.
Pay a month, and they give you the same fucking 8
Ooh.
songs.
Man.
Oh yeah, this was Riddick.
I play that whack shit on mine too.
Oh, I do it too, man. I do it too, but I try to sneak this in when I can.
Mm-hmm.
That guy can take a hell of a shot, though, bro. Damn.
Oh, both of these guys at one time or another were considered the best heavyweight in the world. Pinkman Thomas, for a short span there, people were considering him the best. You know, when he beat Witherspoon, when he
was he kind of Thomas?
Oh, he destroyed Mike Weaver.
Right. So was he kind of like after Larry Holmes, or?
Yeah. They say Larry ducked him. I mean, I can't do that, but
that'll be the first person I ever heard Holmes duck.
Yeah, that's why he dropped his title in the trash. They were going to strip him of it anyway because he didn't fight Lewis.
Oh. Which would have been a hell of a fight, bro.
Oh, like I said, man, I hate to repeat it, but people come and go in here, man. I mean, the fight was signed, and the only reason it wasn't fought was because was because Lennox Lewis got beat by Oliver McCall. Otherwise, that would have been one of the biggest fucking fights of of the early 2000s. Or who knows?
Yeah.
Perfect styles for each other.
Kind of like the AJ and Wilder situation, huh?
Yeah, exactly, man. And this is one, even today, people say that leaves a bad taste in their mouth. The fight wasn't made, but it was signed and it was ready to go. But see, now you don't see these guys taking tune-up fights. Lennox Lewis took Oliver McCall as a tune-up, and look what happened. So boxers today, like you see that they'll sign a fight and they won't take a tune-up, and that's maybe they're looking at the sad case of Riddick Bowe,
Yes, sir, absolutely. And I was kind of saying that with Leon Spinks too, you know what I mean? Because people make fun of him and shit, bro. I said, man, you know how much that dude gave to the sport of boxing, and you call yourself a fan and you gonna insult that dude, bro? Hey.
Yeah, Leon was going to bartending school, after he got out of boxing. It was, I couldn't believe it. Wow. Can you imagine Leon in a vest and a tie serving you drinks? Because that's what he was doing. He was up in the high-end hotels in New York, man. And Leon, man, he was a warrior. After 7 fights and he beats Muhammad Ali, even though, Ali was past his prime and took him lightly and this and that, but still, Muhammad Ali, a fucking amateur, beating Muhammad Ali with 7 fights, unheard of, man.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere. And that was the thing too. Before they fought, didn't nobody know him, and he won. And then everybody know him, and then he lose.
I think. No, I'm sorry. I was reading it wrong. I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat here. See, Con Shonnery, he knows all this boxing from this era.
Yes, he do.
What he's making a lot of very very sensible chat. Con Shonnery, his fingers must be down to the bone, bro. I saw him in fucking Troy Graham's chat room going on because a couple of old fighters and trainers were in there, man. Kevin Kelly and I can't remember the trainers, but anyway, they were talking about their opinions on classic fights like this. Con Shonnery was banging away in there, man.
Salute.
No, fucking Mick Smith. Yeah, he was a well-known Olympian, but he was not a fucking a top contender as a professional.
Right.
Hey, he was
That's just
a
like
gold medalist. Him and Michael Spinks, bro. Everybody knew who he was. But
right.
Man, he had a fucking draw with Scott Ledoux. I mean, you're talking about somebody who was going to beat Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Come on, wake up, Mick Smith.
Hello, right.
Mick
That's just
Smith,
like one of them kids. What's that kid name? Keyshawn Davis. If he was to come out and to beat one of them champions, a lot of people would be like, "Who the hell is that?" You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we're saying. I mean, everybody knows as an amateur, the Spinks brothers is probably the best combination of all time. You know what I mean? And that Olympic team that they was on was probably the best the U.S. had, and I don't know since when, but so it ain't no disrespect to him, but what I'm just saying is for the what you would call the casual fans that didn't care about the Olympics, they didn't know who the hell Leon Spinks was, bro. They didn't see him till he put that big ass smile on them without them teeth, and they said, "Damn."
Well, I'll tell you, man. Nobody thought Leon Spinks was going to win. The boxing fans. Well, I know Leon was known with that smile and winning the gold medal, but man, to beat Ali, dude, I'll give you a little gem. Maybe you know it or not, but there's only one fighter. He won an Olympic gold medal back in the fucking early '60s. His name was Pete Rademacher. Maybe even the '50s, bro. But anyway, his first pro fight, he fights Floyd Patterson for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Damn.
And he got knocked out. And Floyd Patterson was considered a beatable heavyweight champion. He was a real great middleweight and a fucking and a smaller heavyweight. But he was, I mean, Sonny Liston destroyed him. But anyway, this guy Pete Rademacher, gold medalist, and that was his biggest claim to fame. You never heard anything about him. He was just an opponent after that. Just do. Salute my brother. Salute, man.
Hey, is that fight on YouTube or no?
The Pete Rademacher, Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. The Pete Rademacher, Floyd Patterson. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm sure you could easily Google it, and maybe it is. You could read about it because it's definitely a historic fucking fight. It was a historic fight. But the biggest fight in the Ali Spinks fight was the rematch. The first fight was an upset, and the 15th round was incredible. But the rematch, Ali schooled him, and that was at the Astrodome. It was not the Astrodome, the Superdome,
right,
in New Orleans. Dome, dome. Now Floyd Patterson, yeah, absolutely a decent boxer, but unfortunately, he had to fight with the heavyweights, and he wasn't. He could not take the punch of a solid heavyweight. I mean, shit. When he fought fucking Ingemar Johansson, they were going back and forth with knockdown. Sonny Liston, Christ, he got knocked down I don't know how many million times, and Floyd just couldn't take that punch. That chin just couldn't sustain it, man. But regardless, bro, he was a good fighter. He was a good fucking fighter, man, Leon, and he was a comical guy too. You put a microphone in front of Leon Spinks, man, and he'd make you laugh. I can imagine if he was a bartender. He must have been a great bartender, man.
So he walked out there with tips, huh?
It's tough when like Leon made millions and he lost it. He had the entourage. I gotta dig up one more fight before the night's over. I'll find one that's not too long here. Let's see.
I appreciate it, bro. I love sitting out here kicking it with you, man. Talking boxing, listening to jazz. Hey, and I was gonna ask McSmith and Shonery if they knew about how Riddick Bowe was doing these days or anything like that. If they heard any updates on what was going on with him.
That I don't know.
Hey, Bruce. Is there any like what you would what I would consider like contemporary, modern type of jazz band or player or somebody that you like?
Dude, there's millions of them that I like. Problem is, you can't play them on YouTube. You can't
No, no,
play.
no, no, no. I'm not asking you to play them. I'm just saying, do you have something that you could recommend that I could listen to later
Oh,
on or
dude.
whatever? Right.
Oh man, there's just so many, so many. You know,
Right.
I'd have to text you some of my
Okay.
favorites. I'd have to find out what kind of jazz that you were into. Oh no, this is not the fight I wanted, man. They're fucking YouTube. I asked them for a fight, they give me the wrong one here. I used to use my fine editing skills here. You know what it is?
Yeah.
This back and forth with the glasses is fucking driving me nuts over here. Let's
Look
see.
at you, bro. You superstar up there, man. You're a personality out here, man. Celebrity, bro. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, Riddick
Because
Bowe,
how
Elijah
long
Tilley.
has it been since you had put the camera and all that up? About still less than a year or what?
Yeah, I think it was it. I think it's been less than a year. Oh, this
Okay.
was. Let's see.
So,
Yeah, November when I got my channel going.
okay.
But
And now you
I've
got
been
editing skills.
I think I had a channel. Oh, here's a good one that we'll all enjoy, bro. This was a fighter that didn't quite make the promise that we were hoping for him.
Mm.
Never won a world title, but
Mm.
after they put him in, Lou Duva put him in with Mike Tyson.
Mm.
His
Cash
name was
out.
Tyrell Biggs. Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
he had a real hard fight with
But he was another one, bro. That guy is how tall was he? Like 6'4", 6'5", 240 or something like that, bro.
he was another gold medalist.
And the gold medalist. Man, come on, bro. Like you said, a lot of promise and potential, huh?
The problem was he was right in the Tyson era when Tyson was beating everybody. You know, he was Tyson was the champ, and there was no way they were going to make the money. There was no way they were going to make any money with Tyrell Biggs, and Lou Duva just threw him to Tyson. It was cash out time.
Right.
It was sad. It was kind of sad. Greg Hogan, something happened with Greg Hogan, probably when he got busted for the weed, because Greg Hogan, he got popped for the weed when he was champ. I think he lost quite a few bucks. He didn't lose his title, but
yeah, I mean, got to keep his money.
yeah, they got him pretty well, man. Who's that dude? Alex, what's his fucking last name, bro? Alex Walu. I think it's Alex Walu.
Dan Deerdorf?
No, you're wrong there, Conchonery. Riddick Bowe won the gold medal in 84.
No, he lost to Lewis.
No, he didn't. No, I'm sorry.
Got knocked out.
Tyrell Biggs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got myself twisted over here.
No, you right.
Lennox Lewis beat Riddick Bowe for the gold medal in 88, but Tyrell Biggs won the gold medal in 84. Okay, Con, you got it, bro. See, I'm fucked up, man.
No, you ain't, bro. Don't say that.
Forgive me, bro. Oh, look at this, James Quick Tillis. See, Tyrell Biggs was pretty fucking good, man. I mean, he was when he beat was it Michael Grant? No, either Andrew Gallardo or Michael Grant, and they were giving Riddick Bowe a fucking beating. Yeah, or it might have even been David Bay. But anyway, he was getting beat, and he came on and he fucking beat the guy and knocked it out. I'm pretty sure it was David Bay now, because he fought everybody too, man. He was another one. But yeah, see, they're showing some.
Yeah, that's Bowe and Lewis, right?
Riddick Bowe and Burt Cooper. Oh yeah, he beat Burt Cooper early in his career. Riddick Bowe was a killer, and Tyrell Biggs, like we said, man, 4 years behind, and Lou Duva, he sees no future for him, and he threw him in with Mike Tyson, and right now Tyrell Biggs is an opponent. Riddick Bowe is coming up, Tyrell Biggs is going down. I guess this is that famous Crossroads fight that Freddie Pacheco used to call him on NBC. 21-0, 19 knockouts, dude.
Damn.
And that would be something like Edgar Berlanga would have right now, a record like that. And they say, oh, devastating puncher, but yet Riddick Bowe was never known for that one punch knockout.
Right.
See, Biggs has already got 3 losses. So he's already been used.
And he has the same trainer and management that he had the whole time.
No. I'm sure Lou Duva's gotten rid of him. No, really, man, really, because it's high maintenance keeping somebody like Riddick Bowe. And I'm not going to say for sure, but I'd almost guessed that that he doesn't have the Duvas in his corner anymore.
Okay. Hey, so who do you think was real good with their fighters? You know, didn't try to throw them out to the wolves and leave them, you know, just use them and abuse them. Who do you think was some of the best management?
Emmanuel Stewart.
Okay.
I don't know, man. You know, they were like Don King, like you said, use him and abuse him, but it was a mutual thing, man.
Right.
There he is, man. Eddie Futch, Papa Smurf. A gem in the boxing world.
Yes, sir. Just like Bruce Gas, so get off your ass and smash that like button.
Yeah, we're hanging in over here on a Friday night. We're gonna watch one more fight with the man who we're doing this show for, bro. That's Riddick Bowe, man who achieved success. He was undisputed heavyweight championship of the world in the 3-belt era. Not a lot of people achieve that, bro.
Right. Well, now, so it was what, him and Holmes and Spinks and like Tyson, right?
And Buster Douglas.
And Holyfield.
And that was it right there.
Okay.
You know, Tyson unified them because it was a 2-belt era. And Larry Holmes dropped his belt, man. He didn't want it. The IBF was just forming, and they gave Larry Holmes the title. And he defended that a few times, and he lost it to Michael Spinks, who the IBF took it away from Spinks because he wouldn't fight Tony Tucker, I believe.
Okay, he was a big guy.
Yeah, and Tony Tucker fought Buster Douglas for the vacant IBF. And so anyway, it was all over the place. Mike Tyson unified it. Tyson lost to Douglas, still unified. Douglas lost to Holyfield, still unified. Holyfield lost to Bowe, still unified. Bowe splintered it.
Okay. There it is. Hey, but it looked like he's coming to fight in this fight, though. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, the man's pedigree. The man's a gold medalist. He just was. He just wasn't good enough for Mike Tyson, and after Tyson beat him up, you know, he had that reputation of being a quitter and being soft. Tyson said he cried like a girl when he punched him, and he still says it to this day.
Right, but bro, but Bruce, you know what I what immediately draws my attention with these guys though is how much smaller he is than Bowe, because he looks like he's probably in the 220, you know, not higher than 230 or something like that, you know, and then to try to be a stationary target and, you know, against a tank, bro, you asking for trouble. Like you guys against Earl Spence, you know.
Yeah, Riddick Bowe looks like he's trying to stare him down, but I got to give Tyrell Biggs credit in the early rounds. He's trying to stay on his toes. He's trying to jab. He's trying to keep Bowe away, but Bowe is just so big and dominating, great at cutting the ring off.
Right. Ooh. Yeah, Bowe just want to set that right hand up.
Great combination puncher, and he always ended it with the right hand and the left hook. He was just so talented at this stage of his career. You know, he got soft, man. He got the money, and he never had the money before in his life, and it just went to his head.
Hold on, Bruce. I gotta disagree with you now. I think it had more to do with Andrew Galata going to his sack.
Nah. Before the Galata fight, man.
Bro,
before
but
the Galata fight, that's when it was when he just you know, he had the kitchen in his room. He went to see the Pope. You know, he was living a soft life.
That was wasn't nothing soft about that fight though.
Galata should have won those fights, man. Galata should have won. If Galata could have kept his punches up, that would have been you know, Galata was outboxing him, knocked him down twice. I mean, he was outboxing, out jabbing him.
Right.
Fucking Bowe was getting his ass kicked in both fights. But Bowe was Galata couldn't keep those punches up. I mean, he couldn't. I don't know, something wrong with the guy. Just couldn't do it. It was I couldn't imagine that, bro. I could not imagine that.
I think what happened is the first time it was, you know, I think he really, you know, it was just probably what I would call unfortunate, you know, if I was on his corner or whatever, you know. But the second time, I think, man, everybody was so into his head about it that he just, you know, they saying don't hit him there, and he just hit him there. You know what I mean?
Unbelievable. They practiced with a heavy bag that they put trunks on it, and they just said you do not touch those trunks. And he, you know, especially in the second fight, because you know it was, you know, I don't know about fixed fight, but anyway, man, because you know fixed fights. Why are you a fan of boxing if you think fights are fixed? You know.
Well, that's the thing that's great about it, man. Is you know, even if you know, people can think that it is, you know, it's still the story of the little kid, you know, now you can say male or female, that comes from nothing and makes something out of their life through the sport, bro. You know, and then to, like you say, swim through them waters of crime infested and cheating and scandals and promotional companies, man, bro. It's, man, you know.
Yeah, I can't take anything away from him, bro. But his career was not over yet. He was still in the peak of his fighting career, and he just started going soft. He wasn't doing his road work. He wasn't waking up at 5 a.m. and hitting the road and being in the gym and sparring all afternoon. You know, he just, you know, he had yes men. He had the entourage. You know, he was fucking the rock star. Fucking Riddick Bowe just it's like, man, we say it every day on here. Fucking silk pajamas, silk sheets, man. He dug him. He didn't want to get out. He didn't want to get out of that warm bed in the morning, bro. Would you? if you had fucking $13 million for your last fight? Oh.
Hey, man, so let me ask you, do you think that that's what happened to Canelo, or do you think that it was just a bad matchup?
Oh, I think a lot of things happened to Canelo, man. I think Canelo has fought so many fights, man, and he's fought such a hard schedule at 30 years old, and he changed his diet. He got off the beef. He's eating some kind of vegan beef now, bro. All that shit, man. You know, he had a schedule that, and you know, you see him now. He's playing golf. He's fucking and even he went to the weigh-in. He was wearing silk pajamas, for Christ's sake.
That's why I had to ask you about it, because you said that.
Did you see the girls at ringside with their tits hanging out, bro?
I love that part now.
I mean, dude, they were all Canelo's. That's all Canelo's bunnies, man. They were all.
Yes, sir.
He went out after that loss. He sang karaoke. He got it in his head that he won that fight 8-4. Man, I don't know if we're ever going to see the old Canelo again. Well, you know, and why should he? Why should he? Because believe me, when you're training for a fight and you're training 100% in a camp, it's hell. The fight's easy compared to the vigorous training that you go through, man. Every boxer I know will tell you that, bro. The fight is the coup de grace. That's what you've been training for, and that's what it was like when I played football in high school, bro. We'd go on these suicide squads and get our ass kicked and kick other people to get ready for the fucking Saturday afternoon game, which was nothing compared to practice.
All right. Hell yeah. Make the game fun. Practice was hell though.
Fucking right, bro.
Hey, Bruce, but I wanted to because you just made me think of something. If I'm not correct, did Canelo have 3 fights last year too?
Yeah.
So if he had 3 fights, he had 3 training camps, and
Yeah. You know, and believe me, old age and that lack of spark that can leave you. I mean, damn. Look at Rocky, bro. Rocky had to go get Apollo Creed to get the eye of the tiger back. Dope sheets. 13 title defenses. He had that mansion with the robot. You remember that? You remember watching Rocky?
Oh, of course.
Rocky 3. Rocky 3, man. And Rocky, I mean fucking Canelo, he has to go find his club, his Apollo Creed and get that eye of the tiger back.
Mm.
That's a possibility. But anything, maybe he just had an off night. Maybe he fought a better fighter because Bivol. I mean, I see some people rating him in their pound for pound list right now.
Right.
You know, we'll
as he should be. You don't think he's top 10?
I don't know, man. I don't make a pound for pound list. I don't really do it, man. Everybody has a different one, and I've seen some that are just so outrageous. Oh, look at this, man. Fucking Riddick Bowe got some. I mean, Tyrell Biggs got a nice shot in there.
Oh yeah,
nice looking right hand.
Yeah. He just looked like a Bridgerweight to me compared to this, and that's the thing though, is that Bowe had that size and the movement. That was kind of rare at that time, I think.
Oh, Tyrell Biggs, he was a legit heavyweight. See, Tyrell Biggs, he's the one who kept Mike Tyson out of the '84 Olympics.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was, right? I knew he. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they told Mike Tyson. They said, we already have our super heavyweight. If you want to fight, you have to drop down to heavyweight. And he fought Henry Tillman, and he got beat. He got beat twice by Henry Tillman. In the pros, he destroyed Henry Tillman.
Sir. Yeah, man, it's one of the great arts, bro, Being able to hit, not get hit, or be able to take a punch, man, come on, bro.
Yeah, 1-round KO of Tillman.
Mm.
And that was his friend too. Tyson and Tillman were buds.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, and Henry Tillman. I hear Henry Tillman's he's a decent trainer right now down in San Diego.
Oh man, that's cool, bro.
Mm.
We got to get him on the show. Somebody send out a back signal to him. Tell him, come on over here, Bruce Gas, and talk to him.
Hey, Trick Nolte was telling me that he was talking to Bobby Quarry, the last surviving member of the Quarry family, on Facebook. Wow. Imagine getting him on there.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though, is just knowing that, that they still reaching out to and having, communications with the fans and people that end up becoming friends with them and so forth and so on, bro. That's beautiful. That the sport, it might shortchange a lot of fighters in a lot of ways for a long time, but if the fans still show them appreciation, man, that lets them know that what they did, was appreciated and worth it. And I think that's beautiful. And I ain't just saying that because somebody said something about Bo Mac box rec.
Hey, did Bo Mac get beat by Butterbean?
Yes, sir. But man, you know how big Butterbean was at the time,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
He
Oh,
was the money
shit.
machine.
No, I just asked the question. Somebody told me that, and I'm like, I looked it up and I saw it, and I'm like, wow.
I mean, hey, bro, I know what my box rec say. It says 0 and 0, so I can't talk.
Hey, bro, I'm not. I forgive me. See, I laugh at everything. That's just the way
No, hey, Bruce,
I'm pretty
be
much
you,
laughing
bro.
I'm laughing at being around here, man.
Yeah.
Being
Man, right. And I'm
know,
loving just
but
being able
believe me,
to share it with you.
Bomac, he's a trainer, man. He's a character. I mean, he's huge and he's a former boxer, and how did he get so big? I'd like to ask him that, man.
Right. Now, hold on. Now, see, we got two ways we can take this conversation for the quick minute. Is one, I wanted to ask you ahead of time when you're talking about Canelo and some of the changes he made, and you said he changed his diet, and I know that you're big with nutrition. I wanted to find out from you because I would think that it would be a plus if you add the exercise with it and so forth and so on, and if it ended up being a plus because it looked like it was a minus in this fight. I just wanted to get your feedback on that. Yes, sir. That's my guy, Bruce. Smash the like button if you ain't already. I know the fam did.
The Toka 2 was asking me to hit it, so I had to. But see, he made a change, and I just saw Canelo off a little bit. I saw him a little slower. I saw his punches didn't have the pop. He landed that uppercut. I think it was in the first or second round, and that's the one that he knocked Billy Ho out with, man. It was and it was the one that he hurt Plant with. Nothing. Fucking Bivol just shook it off, and Bivol caught those arm punches. I saw his arm at the end of the fight, and
yeah.
It was discolored, looked like a plum, but the arm punches don't score, and Bivol took them, and hey, bro, my dog attacks me almost daily. I got black and blues on my wrist, and dude, that's I laugh at it. I heal fast, and
Hey, Bruce, I just want to say real quick, the judges might not score those punches, but you still feel them, huh?
Oh yes. I mean, that's what Rocky Marciano used to do. They used the high guard, and he broke forearms. That was that's people, they'd get discouraged leaving their forearms up. They hurt so much, and once they lower them, boom. But Riddick Bowe's looking pretty good. I mean, Tyrell Biggs is looking pretty good in here. Riddick Bowe's stalking, trying to cut the ring off, but Tyrell Biggs has got that nice sharp jab. He's another one, man. He studied Muhammad Ali, and he tried to imitate Ali. He tried to incorporate Ali's style into his. Derek Bailey, bro, salute, man, salute.
Derek Bailey.
Yeah, Derek Bailey, man. I see him over at Eagles Web all the time, man. Shout out to Eagles Web. Shout out to Derek Bailey. Those guys carry on some conversation. Con Shawnery, you should sub to Eagles Web, man. He loves to talk boxing. I think you and Eagles Web would have a great repertoire over there, bro.
Salute. Yeah, I go over there sometimes, try to interrupt Derek Bailey and Eagle Web one-on-one conversation. That shit be funny, bro.
Well, my thing is, man, I go over there and I'm usually cooking dinner. I'm helping my wife, but I can't really participate. And sometimes I hate to even give them a thumbs up, man, because I gotta shout out everybody. Like I feel like if I shout somebody out and they don't shout me out, I'm like, what am I, an asshole, bro? Come on, man.
Right.
And, I can't.
He do that all the time. Hey. And the thing I wanted to say real quick, I apologize for interrupting you.
No, bro, D-Ray, if you apologize one more time, I'm gonna block you.
I love you, bro. No, I was just saying with him though, he shouts people out, no problem. But him and Derek Bailey though, they both had picked B-Ball. So yeah, I just was like, they definitely have knowledge.
I mentioned that today over there. I was over there today, and I mentioned how I thought Canelo had aged. That was the first time I ever saw Canelo look that bad in the ring. He didn't have he didn't have that. He pushes him off, bangs him to the body, uppercuts. He wasn't doing it. he was just going through the motions. He was throwing punches to the arms. He couldn't get inside the guard. And Bivol had that sharp. All he had basically that 1-2, and Canelo couldn't get set up. Canelo couldn't get set up to land his punches. And even when Canelo was on the ropes and he put his hands down, he said, "Come on." Bivol said, "Nope, we're not playing that game. We're playing my game." Canelo came out in the ring, boom, 1-2, and Canelo he didn't look the same. I don't know if he'd win a rematch. Maybe he just went into a weight class that's a little too heavy. That's why they make weight classes, bro.
Right.
That's dude. The 175 from a middleweight. That's why I'm a middleweight, even a super middleweight. That's why they make weight classes. Do you know how big 5 pounds of muscle is? I mean, you go to your butcher shop. You tell me you want 5 pounds of filet mignon, which is
yes, sir.
Bro, that's for one thing, that's going to cost you over $100, and for another thing, that's a lot of weight. Lean mass is power, and 5 pounds of muscle, man. When you get in fighting shape like that, that means a lot, and especially 10 pounds, man. 168, 7 on paper, but with all these hydration clauses and everything else, and stay in your weight class. The greats can do it, man. Canelo did it. He's gotten belts in different weight classes, and he already got a light heavyweight belt. But he did it the Roy Jones way. He took the path of least resistance. Kovalov. Roy
Don't
Jones
say that about Roy. Hold on, he beat Hopkins and Tony.
Yeah, but he also
Canelo beat like that.
Heavyweight title. Yeah, but whoa. For the heavyweight title, he beat Johnny Ruiz when Evander Holyfield was the heavyweight champion, and he didn't want Holyfield. He didn't want any of those guys. He wanted Johnny Ruiz. And bro, it didn't take any shine off Roy Jones. He won that title, but then like I was saying, man, he dropped down to 175 and stripped himself of that 25 pounds of muscle, and he got
absolutely
by Tava.
Absolutely.
And I was on a panel once, and they asked Roy Jones, "Why didn't you get the cruiserweight title?" And he said, I don't know if he was playing games with fucking the panel, but he goes, "I never thought about that." And it's like, and he said that he's like, and Roy, I never thought about that. And Roy, he's articulate, he's clear, he's sharp as a tack. Fucking Roy Jones is great guy to talk to.
Pensacola in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. But now I agree with you with the heavyweight. I thought he should have tried to stay at heavyweight as well, But the thing is too, though, you have to. I always kind of give him the thing with is that he didn't have no big promotional company behind him to help him, like with Holyfield. When Holyfield went to heavyweight, they had a plan for him and a path. And I just think that for Roy Jones, it was just, do you take the Holyfield fight, get 30 million? Do you take the Tyson fight and get 40 million? Or do you go beat up Tarver? And he just chose the wrong one.
Well, yeah, I don't know what to say. Roy Jones is an all-time great, and he just like you just said, I couldn't put it any better. He chose the wrong one.
Yes, sir. And see, but with him though, bro, he had instincts and reflexes. You know what I'm saying? So I could never, like Emmanuel Stewart would say, I would never teach nobody to fight like Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? But it worked for him. So with him making the decision, you trusted it, and then just see what happened.
There were a few years there where I thought Roy Jones was Sugar Ray Robinson. When he was his super middleweight and his light heavyweight run, he was knocking people out with punches behind the back. He went and played semi-pro basketball before he fought somebody. He was
right the same day.
Same day, yep. I mean, untouchable. When Griffith, Montel Griffith beat him, That was like what? I mean, Montel Griffith was a good boxer. He was an Olympian. He was a great boxer himself. But Roy Jones started to come on, and man, Montel Griffith took that knee, and Roy Jones gave him that fucking left hook, and I think Montel did a better acting job than Cary Grant, did being a straight guy,
I think you're right on that. And I thought I seen somebody within this year or two who got hit when they were on a knee, and I don't even think that the referee even took a point.
Yeah.
And for Roy Jones to lose that fight like that, I just thought was, where you kind of knew that they was out to get him one way or another. But one thing I wanted to say real quick though, bro, is that I wanted to say this about Bowe Mac. If you can give me a minute, man, I just wanted to say, bro, is that I think that guy has one of the best boxing minds of a person that I've spoke with. You know what I mean? And part of that is his enjoyment of the fight game itself. Because when I was talking to him about boxing and stuff. He was an amateur, right? But
fight's over. I'm sorry, DJ. I'm sorry, D-Ray.
Okay.
Riddick Bowe just won the fight. Now go ahead, man. Finish. I
was just trying to say, bro, that but he was an amateur and boxing or whatever. But the thing I would always ask him is how the Omaha teams compare to other teams. Hold on, bro.
Bro, I saw him on KQKC. The OG did an interview with him, and a very extremely intelligent man. I like what I heard from the guy. Hey, right. Tupac, shout out my brother. Thanks for coming by, man. We're closing it down, my man. I was on there for a couple of hours. We watched a couple of fights, and we talked about a real great fighter, bro. We talked about Riddick Bowe. A dude we don't see around too much anymore.
Right. So we send out.
But he is around. As a matter, let me see if I can find one of the things that I have in here. This is my crackerjack. My crackerjack. Boom. Riddick Bowe. There we go. He put on a hell of a show for us, man. We now he got into some mixed martial arts at the end too. Some cage fighting, didn't do so well. But man, we just saw him. He was an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in the 3-belt era. And man, Riddick Bowe, good shit, man, good shit. I will definitely be always thankful of being able to see Riddick Bowe on television. I never caught him live, but seeing his great fights with Evander Holyfield, man, the Andrew Galata fights, which were awesome. I mean, just so many of them, man, so many of them. And shout out to Riddick Bowe. Anyway, D-Ray, my bro, I'm about to close it out over here. I gotta put my dog out and go to bed. I didn't realize it was midnight, man. Get my Grandpa Simpson ass in bed over here, bro.
I love boxing talking with Bruce. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. God bless. Special prayers and shout outs go to Riddick Bowe and all his people, as well as the chat fam. Thank you, Bruce. Y'all hit the like button.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right, man. This is Bruce Gass, man. Thank you so much for coming in, bro. Shout out to Riddick Bowe. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Peace.